HyddenWell farmers. It's good to see you. Thought I might do a story time out here in the midst of a very small pop-up thunderstorm. So you might hear some cracking, and there's a rainbow behind me. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but there's a pretty rainbow that's just going right over the mountain. I could tell that there on that mountain it's raining. You can see it raining, and it's kind of headed this way. But over here it's all nice and blue. On this side it's clear skies. There's beams and some lightning over here, and then directly behind the camera going southeast it's completely clear as well. So it's really a spectacular scene. I thought I would tell you 3 stories, okay? And I'm going to save the best one for last because it's on me, okay? But Cumberland Valley Animal Hospital, the place where I've practiced for the past 20 plus years, you know, the stories are endless. I could go on for days and days, but I thought I'd tell you some of my most embarrassing moments and my head shaking moments. And so I'm going to leave the names of my employees out, but you know who you are. You know who you are. The first one is I had a young receptionist working for me. I don't think she knew a whole lot about medicine at the time, but hey, we all have to start somewhere. So no judgment, no judgment. But she's sitting at the phone one day, and I'm coming through. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was definitely had my mind somewhere else. I was working on another animal. And she looks at me and she says, "Doc, I have a fella on the phone who has a coonhound. She's had 2 puppies, but she's having problems with the other. It's been like 2 hours since she's had a puppy, and he wants to know if there's something he can do." And I looked at her and I said, in my country accent, in my country ways, and I said, "Oh, darling, if you'll just tell him to come up here, I'll give him a shot and she'll spit the rest of them out." Now let me interpret that for you, because that means I was going to send home a few oxytocin injections, because she probably just had a little bit of a uterine inertia and she's going to have puppies and be fine. But she gets back on the phone and she talks to the guy and she says, and I repeat, "Doc Smith says if you'll come up here, he'll give her a shot and she'll throw the rest of them puppies up." I stopped when I did it, ran over and said, no. And she goes, wait a minute, I'll put him on hold. And he put him on hold. And she goes, "What? That's what you said." I said, "They're not connected. Your stomach and that part that gives birth, they're not connected. They're totally different ends and they do totally different things." She said, "Well, that's what you said, that he would spit them out." I said, at this moment, you know, I'm scratching my head. I said, "All right, let me be a bit more professional. Tell the gentleman on the phone that if he will come up here, I will give him some oxytocin injections that he can administer to his canine to help improve uterine propulsion, and hopefully she will deliver the rest of her puppies in a timely manner." She kind of looked at me like this, and her eyes got big like this. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. It happens. It just happens. I mean, things happen, you know. My friend started working for me. And this is back in the day when we used to do a lot of declaws. I am not promoting declaws, and I'm passing no judgment on anybody with declaws, but back 20 years ago we had 2 set prices in the computer. One for a 2-foot or 2 front paw declaw, and a 4-foot or 4-paw declaw. And then, but in the computer, there's, you know, the old program we have, there was only so much space in there, so it just said 2 foot and it said 4 foot, and it gave the price. And he gets on the phone. He said, "Doc, this guy's on the phone. He wants to know how much it costs to declaw a cat." I said, well, it's all in the computer. Just look it up, because with taxes and everything else, I don't have it memorized. I don't know. Just look it up. So I hear him get back up on the phone. Sir, before I can give you a price, could you please tell me how long your cat is? Like from its tail to its nose. Do you think your cat is 2 foot long? Or 4 foot long? And again, I had one of those moments. No. It's rated. It's great. It's barely rated though. It's just teeny tiny. His eyes, for a minute, I looked at him and I said, 2 foot, 4 foot. That same look. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. He gets back on the phone. He says, I'm so sorry. You just have to ignore my ignorance sometimes. It's the greatest ever. I just laughed. Oh. So, and this last one, I'm going to tell, it's on me. I had one of these moments. So I had a cat that had horrible cancerous ears. They're just horrible. This cat had suffered for decades with these really bad, horrible ears. And it was either euthanize the cat or do what's called a TICA, remove the entire ear canal and everything. So you just get rid of all of that trash. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I mean, it's a life-saving surgery, but it's tough. It's a hard surgery. And you know, I think between me and this owner, I think we had, gosh, probably 6 conversations. I even showed her videos about what I was going to do and you know what it meant to do this and what to expect post-operatively and all sorts of stuff. And you know, but it just come down to the fact that the cat was just miserable. So she decided to go ahead with the surgery. I'm laughing because I feel so stupid. So I removed these cat's ears, both of them. I took everything out. And I'm going to fast forward and tell you that this cat is doing great. It was truly a life-changing surgery. And I know you're asking, can the cat hear? Yeah, the cat can hear. He sounds like you got your hands over, but if you talk loud enough to him, he can hear. But he's so comfortable. I mean, it's just transformed his life. He likes to play and all this stuff, and he wouldn't do that more. And the stench and the infection and the smell, and he's not on any antibiotics or any pain medication anymore. It just changed his life. But let me go back to my story. She called me up the day after surgery, 2 days after surgery. I don't remember which. She said, Dr. Smith, my cat, it's just not eating. I'm really worried about him. I know it's really early after surgery, but he's not eating 2 days, and I'm really concerned about him. And I said, well, I'll tell you what we could do. I have this wonderful feline appetite stimulant. It works almost 100% time. It's called mirtazapine, I think. Mirataz, and I said, it's awesome, it's great, it just works great. And if he doesn't have an appetite, it helps stimulate and get him going, okay, make him feel better. And she goes, oh gosh, he's just so grumpy right now. How do you administer it? I wasn't thinking. I just said, well, it's so easy to use. You just rub it in here. It's transdermal. I took the cat's ears off. And it's just silence on the phone. And she says, she calls me out. She says, Dr. Smith, are you trying to be funny? I'm sorry. Oh gosh, just in that moment, even when she said it took a minute for my old brain to process what she's saying. Are you trying to be funny? I was like, no, I ain't trying to be funny. You called me up. I'm trying to help you. Oh, yeah. I cut his ears off. In a flash of brilliance, I said, it's okay, you can rub it under the armpit. I have no idea if it will work that way or not, but it's transdermal. There's not a lot of hair there. I figured it'd work. She said, I'll think about it. Let me give him another day. I just put my cat's life in your hands. You're telling me that it's transdermal ear cream on my cat. Oh, heavens. Oh, I lay in bed at night and I laugh at myself and other people, you know, that's done things very similar to that. You know, I really think the secret to happiness, now, you know, and I'm a pretty jolly fella for the most part. I mean, don't call and take a survey if Dr. Smith is happy or not. Don't do that, okay? But I do think, you know, for the most part, you know, I take, you know, day as it comes. I'm pretty much not afraid to mess up or to make mistakes, and I most certainly do not take myself all that serious. And you never should. If you can't laugh at yourself, and I mean, you just missing out on the best part of life. Because in this cancel culture, you can laughing at yourself is the only person you're allowed to laugh at anymore. That's about as political as I'm gonna get. But anyway, I thought you would enjoy story time from HyddenWell Farms on a slightly rainy. I had some plans. I was gonna do a couple of things, but I guess this storm cloud and this rainbow is still here. I'm gonna see if I can get it. It is still there. Can you see that rainbow? Oh, I think it's picking it up. I think that light's just perfect now. Such a beautiful thing. I sing that old song from the church hymnal, God put a rainbow in the clouds. I don't know if you've ever heard it or not, but I can't remember all the words, but I just go look it up. I can't remember it. Mahalia Jackson sings it a lot better than I'll ever sing it. But God bless. Y'all have a good one. And remember, don't take yourself too serious. HyddenWell Farmers, this is some of our newest turkey additions. Aren't they pretty? There's a dozen new ones that we just hatched out from the farm. Oh, they're just so pretty.